Central Chile is a landscape of ruin, communities battered beyond recognition and in many cases still cut off from relief. Broken homes and lives lie scattered on the ground or adrift in the waves offshore. Of the 2 million people forced out of their homes, many now sleep outdoors because they are too frightened to go back to rickety homes.
We can't go through. There are a lot of criminals and people with sticks.
Many people simply take what they need. Looting has spread from store to store in Concepcion, Chile's second largest city. So 10,000 Chilean soldiers patrol with police to keep order and to help rescue the helpless. At this toppled 15-story apartment building, rescuers have heard knocking sounds from people still trapped inside. And today brought more tremors, 3 this morning. Since Saturday's earthquake, more than 100 aftershocks have rattled the country, all with a magnitude of 5 or more. Other aftershocks are emotional. In Concepcion, 3 children pleaded for help. Their neighborhood gone, their father missing. After the quake hit, Chile's Navy made a deadly blunder. It waited a half hour to sound the tsunami warning. Too late for hundreds of people who authorities fear were swept out to sea. In the coastal resort town of Iloca, survivors ran for their lives.
The only thing we did was grab the children and run up into the hills.
Chile has so many searing snapshots. A store set on fire by looters. A woman's parents lost in the rubble. Pelaway, a coastal town of 6,400, simply destroyed. And with each day, the desperate need breeds complaints about the slow pace of relief.
I
don't even have a bed, only the clothes on my back.
Chile's government has asked the United Nations for mobile bridges, generators, and field hospitals. Tomorrow, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton will arrive with the first wave of U.S. relief.
They have asked for communications equipment, some of which I am bringing on our plane.
All of that relief needed in the aftermath of what the country's president has called an emergency unparalleled in the history of Chile. Chile's human loss was huge, but it could have been epic. This country has very tough construction standards, and without those, Katie, the hundreds who were killed here could have soared into the thousands.
And Mark, if the building codes are in fact so strict, what happened to those buildings that are all leaning behind you?
Well, I mean, the codes have to be followed by the builders and enforced by the inspectors. Other more recent buildings also fell, and you have a lot of angry residents here who are calling lawyers to go after the builders.
And Mark, is the looting still really bad there?
It is, although the police and the soldiers on the street will help, the curfew will help. But what will really help, Katie, is getting relief supplies speeded up to all the people who need them, the food, the water, everything else. Some of those people, obviously, are the looters.
All right, Mark Strassmann reporting tonight from Santiago, Chile. Thank you, Mark.